We will begin in North London on Derby Day as Eberechi Eze's hat-trick saw Arsenal thrash Spurs to move 6 points clear at the top of the table. We'll discuss Liverpool's latest loss after Arne Slot's struggling side were well beaten 3-0 at home by Nottingham Forest. And we'll analyse Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, who also lost ground in the title race with defeat away at Newcastle. And joining me to go through all of that action, we have Glenn Hoddle and Ian Wright. And only one place to start, as these two were watching their former club go head-to-head for the 198th time in the North London derby at the Emirates. Of all, let's get some reaction from the Arsenal camp, starting with the man of the moment.
Ebere, has football given you many feelings as good as that one?
Yeah, that's a good one, man. Enjoyable day. Happy to help the team and to win today is special, you know.
Every boyhood Arsenal fan, every fan still left in this stadium would dream of doing what you've just done. How special is it? What does it feel like?
Special, man. I'm grateful again, man. That's what I prayed for. I prayed for it today, man, a hat-trick, and I got it today, so I'm grateful to God, man.
Did you have that feeling today? I saw you at the end, I saw you after your hat-trick goal, kind of pointing to the sky. Did you have that sense today that someone had a plan for you, someone was looking down at you?
That was the prayer today. That was the prayer today, a hat-trick, and God gave it to me, so
delivered.
Again, that's faith, man.
And I know you're all Arsenal, your family, and I believe you're over there by that over and over again sign, so who else is here from the Eze family to enjoy that?
All my family's here, man, again, so it makes it even more special today in front of them.
Michael, magical kind of afternoon, really.
Yeah, it's a very special day for us. We knew the importance of the match. We know what it means to our people, to be able to give them that joy on the performance, on the results, the way we played, and the atmosphere that we create at the stadium. It's a beautiful day. And
particularly for Eberechi Eze, obviously, to score a hat-trick. It's only the fourth hat-trick ever in North London derby history.
I know, I just heard, so that tells you about the difficulty and what he's done today. And to be fair, he could have scored 4 or 5, you know, but that's the play that we need to play to, in big games, create those magic moments, those actions that unbalance the team. And I thought his all-around play today was excellent.
Yeah, he calls it a beautiful day. It's Arsenal's biggest derby win in 13 years, since actually Mikel Arteta was playing for Arsenal, and that really does put the contest into context, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And I think that it's the kind of performance. Because again, going into it, you know, with people saying, "Can Arsenal do it? Can they win these games? What they need to win?" There was a lot of pressure, I think, playing again in the North London derby against, like, obviously your biggest rivals, and needing to win at home to try to make sure that you can keep getting those points. And I thought that the way they played, obviously Tottenham didn't turn up. They didn't turn up. But they gave them no chance of getting in that game. And it was a really good performance from a team that looked like they're very, very focused on what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, they were hot favourites to win this game, top of the league. After Manchester City lost yesterday, you're feeling, wow, you know, they're going to really up their game. It's an opportunity for them to go 6 clear. So Spurs were going to be up against it, whatever. But Spurs were poor on the day. And in every department of the pitch, Arsenal were better. Defensively, with the ball in midfield, what they created, and the front players, they had a system that worked for them. And yeah, they thoroughly deserved to win. And maybe it might have even been more, actually.
And as I say, the story, the headline of Eberechi Eze, Arsenal fan, released by the club's academy at 13, came back, of course, to join Arsenal, having been wanted by Spurs in this summer and playing in this fixture for the first time. Yeah. What a day. What a story.
It's again, like he said, you know, it's the kind of thing that, like I say, when I signed for Arsenal, you don't dream of scoring a hat-trick in the dark. You just dream of scoring it. You know, to end up getting a hat-trick in it with everything what his story entails, it is fairy tale stuff for him. And, you know, I'm very, very happy for him. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that it can lead to great things for him and Arsenal at the club, to be honest.
I think the type of player he's a wonderful, beautiful player to watch. And he's played like that since he was a kid, really. He hasn't changed, which is great for him. And he's stuck to his guns. But I think that performance, getting that hat-trick now, will elevate him in, won't it? I think he'll go up a few steps, you know, on the wrong, and he'll get more confidence, and we'll see the very, very best of him, how he played at Palace. And it's for a creative player, midfield player, like number 10, it's tough to do that, to go to a team that's top of the league and go to a team that, you know, are looking to win the Premier League, and they've got great players in the team. They've got a strong squad. You know, that's going to put him right up there. And the players now will go, oh, let's just give him the ball.
Yeah.
This kid's got immense talent. And I think the fans now as well will go, wow, we've got a player on our hands. I've always liked him.
It's a statement story, really, isn't it? To do it on that level, on the debut and the fixture.
Yeah, and like the gaffer said, it's the kind of performance that now it can relax. You know, I remember like when I signed for Arsenal, you don't relax. You know, you play the game, and then you something happens, you score, and you know it kind of relaxes you because you know I'm going to probably get a few more games. Now we know what he's capable of in that kind of atmosphere against a poor Tottenham side today. But like it will give him the kind of confidence that he needs to say, right, I'm properly part of this now. I've done my bit.
First hat-trick in a North London derby since Alan Sunderland back in 1978. You remember that one at all? Or?
I do remember that one.
Why is that?
Because I was playing. You think it was a bad day for me today? It was worse in that day.
Go on, remind everyone of the score.
Don't you put me through it today, don't you? Yeah, we lost 5-0 at home. Yeah.
Wow. At White Hart Lane as well.
Well, we were. I think we'd just come up actually. We just returned to Division 1. We got relegated, went down, and come back the straight year. So things we're in transition, I think they used to say.
But that just shows you how hard it is to get the match ball in this fixture.
Honestly, such a tough fixture. This, like I say, you don't dream of scoring. Actually, you dream of just scoring because you know it's the kind of game that obviously we've seen those results, but you win by the odd goal. You know, that's the thing. It's not normally like someone's scoring like 5 and 6. It's just the odd goal. That's why only 4 players have done that. You know, it's a tough thing to do.
It won't really sink in with him, I don't think, until maybe another year down the line when people will be reminding him how difficult and what he's actually achieved today.
He won't know.
No. But as an Arsenal fan, and as we know, to return to the club in the summer after that rejection at 13 and all that he's gone through to get just back to the club, let alone today's story.
Well, the thing was, it's just the Tottenham deal was literally done. It's done, and I think that you know he called and said, "Is that it?" Then so are Arsenal totally out of the question? And then Mikel said, and then bam, you know, he's a massive Arsenal fan, but he would have been ready to go to Tottenham if Arsenal didn't come back. And so for it to all happen like it has done, him ending up at Arsenal in the first game against Tottenham, you score a hat-trick. It's probably going to be the greatest day of his life. Hopefully he can have a lot more great days. But in respects of what you're trying to achieve, that's magnificent what he's done today.
It's a hard one for Spurs when you hear how close he was to signing.
Yeah, I mean, I loved him as a player at Palace. I loved watching him play. When I heard he was coming to Tottenham and it was nearly done, I thought, wow, this is just what we need. We'd lost Maddison to a long-term injury, who's a creator. And it was really a real sort of kick in the stomach, really, that the fact that we lost him. So, but he's always going to be a good player. I've always loved watching him play, and I think he's got a chance of getting in that England side and staying in. I really do. And we've got so much talent in that position. That's another story. But he's a wonderful player to watch. He really is.
Let's speak to the goalkeeper in your England side, David Seaman. Big smile on his face. Not surprising. One of the fortunate ones to get a ticket and see today's game. What was that like at the end, that atmosphere? I mean, it's the biggest derby win in 13 years, David.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. It was incredible to watch it. It's great to be here. I've never known North London forever be sung that loud and by that many people. So it was a good day for Arsenal.
And what about Eze? I mean, we've just been discussing it. Released by the club at 13, Arsenal fan, to get back to the club, could have been a Spurs player. Derby debut, hat-trick.
And a good hat-trick as well.
Yeah.
You know. Right, you must appreciate that he doesn't snatch us at the finishes, does he? It's total control.
Yeah. But that's the thing, goalie, when you see him in those positions, and this is why you want him in that 10 position in those little areas where he can actually do his bit of skill or get on the edge of the box, because once he gets it out his feet, he's in such control of these finish, goalie. So, you know what I mean? I was always confident. I was very surprised he didn't get the fourth one.
Exactly, but it's just the way that he finishes both feet. It's like a side foot, but it's side foot with pace. You know, even sometimes Vicario, you could see him. He knew where he was going to go, but he still couldn't get anywhere near it.
What kind of statement's that? As I say, biggest derby win in 13 years, while still being the Premier League leaders and everyone asking questions of Arsenal.
And these are big games and the pressure games. You know, no matter where you are, but when you're top of the league, and you've got Man City, you've got Chelsea chasing you. These are big games and they're important, and it's a big statement, you know, that we can cope with that. And with the injuries of like Gabriel and quite a few of the others. But, yeah, it's just... the confidence is high, is really high.
And it is. And belief. You know, they believe, don't they? And today will just inject even further belief.
Yeah, you know, and you want that belief to continue and get even better, but... There's more pressure times coming. You know, we're not even a third way through the season yet. You know, so there's going to be some pressure times. The club have been there, the player have been there before. You know, and it's whether they can handle it later on in the season, and we'll get to it.
Well, that's what I was going to say to you, goalie, about the signs. The signs are good. When you look at some of the games that we lost last season, whether it was Fulham or Newcastle or West Ham, and then this season you're winning all of those games, and then you get into a situation like this weekend where City lose. Liverpool are floundering, and then you still win against in the derby. You know what I mean? Your toughest game you're going to have, regardless of where you are in the league.
Yeah, I totally agree. You know, and it's a statement. Don't forget, like last week when they played Sunderland away. You know, that was a tough game. You know, but they reacted in a great way, and then obviously the international break. And I bet they couldn't wait for this game. But you know, to put a performance in like that is just class.
Brilliant to see you, David, as always. Thank you very much indeed.
Cheers, guys.
David and all the Arsenal fans smiling. Tough day at the office, though, for Tottenham Hotspur and their manager experiencing this game for the first time. Here are his thoughts. Thomas Frank.